64 kilometers from downtown Kuching, the chapel was built in 2015. The hike covers about 4.8 kilometers with an elevation of 445 meters. The roll call. Warming up with pocho-pocho first. Prayers before the hike began. The start-off point. During construction of the chapel, visitors were encouraged to help carry some of the items left below the sign to the chapel. Bung Mako actually means Tobacco Hill in the local Bidayu language. A cross greeted us as we started the hike. This was the only stream that we need to cross. The first stage of the hike was a nice walk over flat terrain. Passing through farms and the beautiful scenery was so pleasing to the eye. Soon, the trek gets steeper as we entered the jungle. And it was alive with crawlies. An all-white one. Along the way, glimpses of mountains provided stunning views for the camera. After hiking for 1 kilometer, we reached the one and only viewpoint on this trek. It gave a fantastic view of Serian town and its surroundings. "250 meters from the viewpoint, we reached the first of the stations of the cross. There were altogether 14 stations along this trek depicting the events that befell on Jesus on the day of his crucifixion. Lighting of candles and reciting of prayers. Our group came from different denominations and also non-Christians, but were in this hike to be with our Catholic friends. From here onwards, the trek was very steep. Fortunately, there were handrails. The second station. Each station was about 60 to 100 meters from each other. The third station.
Then Jesus is stripped of his clothing. 11, Jesus is nailed to the cross.
The seventh station, the halfway mark. The nearer to the peak of Bung Mako, the steeper was the trek. And finally, the chapel was within sight.
Sudah sampai?
Sudah sampai. Haleluya.
Haleluya.
The 14th station. The peak of Bung Mako is about a quarter of a football field in size. with a simple chapel built at the center with trees surrounding the whole area. The inspiration to have this chapel came from Father Paul Herry. He was the rector of Serian Parish at that time, and the inspiration came one day when he was celebrating Holy Mass at the church in Kampung Seroban. The Gospel reading was about Jesus praying with his disciples at lonely places. As Father Paul looked up at the direction of Bung Mako, the inspiration came. He decided to find out more about Bung Mako with the intention of having a place for spiritual exercise and pilgrimage for Serian Parish. After surveying the place, the church committee agreed, and the villagers of Kampung Seroban and Rancang built the chapel on gotong royong basis. The first Holy Mass was celebrated on 31st August 2015, and many followed thereafter. Prayers done, it's time to go back. Both kampungs then formed the chapel committee to look after it. Today, this is a popular place for pilgrimage not only for the Catholics of Serian but also from other parishes. It has also become a popular hiking trail for all, but do be respectful and keep the place clean. Thank you for watching.